Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I'm out here with Farmer Dean today at Tangletown Gardens Farm. We're going to review some of the things that we have coming up, looking forward to in the late summer, early fall. Hope you're going to enjoy your CSA, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Hi everyone, Farmer Dean from Tangletown Gardens here. I just wanted to show you a little bit about some of the things we're harvesting. Yesterday our team went out into our field and obviously harvested onions. You can see there's tens of thousands of onions behind me, and we harvest them, we pull them out of the field, and then we'll bring them in here and we cure them. So we want this neck to dry down. That's what allows us to store these onions for a long period of time. So we do a lot of different varieties. We do, this happens to be Ilsa Craig, which is a really big kind of robust variety. We do red ones that we store, and then we also do a lot of the Bianca de Miaggio, which is a Cipollini type. So the other thing we just wrapped up is our garlic harvest. So just like the onions, we go out into the field, we harvest all of the garlic, and then we bring it in here and we lay it out and we let it dry. And that again lets the garlic dry down, kind of cure, and that's what allows it to store for extended periods of time. So we're going to take you out in the field, show you some other things that are coming up in the fall harvest window, and we'll be out there to show you that in a minute. So this is our last succession of lettuce. We plant lettuce pretty much every week all season long. This is planting number 10, if you can believe that. So we do a mix of different lettuces. We're really excited about the lettuce varieties that we can do in the fall because they're cooler. Temperatures outside actually allow them to be sweeter and a little bit crispier than some of the summer varieties. So we've got some varieties called Sparks. We've got Lola Rosa, which is a dark red variety, which is one of my favorites. So you'll see lettuce coming up hopefully through the end of the season. So every year is a unique challenge in farming. This year is actually kind of interesting what happened with our collard greens. We've never ever had this before, but our collard greens actually formed heads, which I've got to believe that it's the start of a collard green flower inside of here. But again, that's never happened until this year. So we're going to do something fun this year. I want to show you what the insides look like. Basically, it looks like a cabbage. So, and it tastes like a cabbage. So we are going to put these in the shears next week, and we're going to do a little challenge. I want to see what you guys decide to do with them. So we're going to put these in the shears. You tag us, hashtag MyTTGCSA, and the winner, whoever comes up with the best idea, is going to receive a $50 gift certificate for the Wise Acre. So excited to see what you come up with, and have fun and enjoy.
Hey guys, we're out here in this beautiful fennel field. These fennel plants were actually started in July by Farmer Dean and his team and transplanted out here. They don't look like much now, but in a couple weeks these will be in your CSA. They'll be nice and big bulbs out here that you see, and then you can see the beautiful fronds. I get a lot of questions on how to use this. It's actually a really beautiful food to cook with. The bulbs themselves, they're really great to cut in half when they get a little bit bigger. Cut in half, drizzle them with a little olive oil. You can put a little Parmesan on them. Bake them in the oven for about 45 minutes. They're really just delicious and soft, and they have that really kind of great anisey flavor. Kind of tones down a little bit when you cook it. The other thing that you can use, and sometimes you'll see the frond, if they're freshly harvested, you'll get the fronds on the top here. That is another really great, you can just use it like a herb, like parsley or celery, cutting celery, things that you've seen in the CSA before, to kind of garnish a dish, garnish some soups that you make, maybe some meat or fish. Really nice flavor that goes along with those. So don't be afraid of this. It's a really wonderful vegetable. I encourage you to try it. Tag us in MyTTGCSA with some of the ideas so we can share them with all of our members. Thank you.
Okay, the last thing we want to share with you today is one of my fall favorites, which is the watermelon radish. These are not ready yet. These are still small, and this is actually about half the size that it will ultimately be. But it's actually a radish that, unlike most of the radishes that we see in spring and some of our other fall radishes, this one is not spicy or have any heat at all. It's a very mild radish. So it's often called watermelon radish. It's also called red meat radish because inside the flesh is a really beautiful kind of a blushy red color. So This is the long radish. This takes 50 to 60 days from the time that we seed it until the time that it finishes, which is great because we can, once some of the other earlier summer crops are done, we till those in and we have enough of a window because this will grow really wonderfully in the cool temperatures of fall. So, and Andrew will tell you about some of his favorite ways to use it.
Yeah, these radishes, a lot of people get pigeonholed in just to eating them raw, chopping them up and things like that, which is totally great way to do it, but they're actually pretty versatile. A lot of people don't realize that you can roast these or even grill them, get a little char on them. So yeah, I would encourage you to kind of cube them up, throw them in the oven, maybe with some of the other fall crops that are coming. The fennel would be a great addition to add to it. Make a little roast in the oven with them. They get a nice caramelization, put a little sea salt, little olive oil on them. Really a wonderful vegetable to roast as well as eat raw. As many of us know, a nice raw radish with some butter and salt is really a wonderful treat too. So,
case in point, my favorite way to eat them is right out of the ground. See that beautiful red? And I just got some probiotics. Enjoy.